everyone. Welcome back to CrossFit with Carol. I'm supporting quite the hefty hangover, so
Awesome.
I'm definitely feeling like I'm in a good place in my life to get back into this. Jush.
Yeah, same. I just got done working, and
That's really cool.
I know I'm wide awake. I'm not tired at all.
Yeah, it's funny because we are.
Collectively, we're tired.
That is what we are. Also, I couldn't find my microphone, but now I'm having to bend in a way that I can only describe as a giraffe trying to drink something to get into a good position that my mic can pick me up, okay? So...
Giraffes were recently added to the critically endangered species list, so...
Oh, that's such a shame.
I know. Moment of silence for the giraffes.
Well, I mean, they're not dead yet. They're probably just
They will be.
seeking. Well,
Fuck.
no, because you can actually be unendangered.
Yeah, but they won't be. We'll kill them all, probably.
That's not the optimistic attitude we're looking for, though.
So we've been gone for a while. There's a lot of reasons why it took a while. What are yours?
I mean, okay, so I'm in a bit of a weird place at the moment in my life, and I'm kind of just doing this whole fun employed thing at the moment. It's really serving me quite well. I definitely thought that I was going to have a lot more time to kind of be creative and really put myself out there and really find out what I can do. Turns out what I can do is sit in bed, and I'm very much a person of embracing what is happening today, not looking about what's happening tomorrow, not looking about what happened yesterday. But also I can't pay rent.
So you're doing all of these things besides think about your future. Is what you're saying. I've done the opposite of Ellen. I have 2 jobs now.
Alright, brag much.
Yeah, and I've only had like 1 day off in like probably, I don't know, a month and a half. And also, well, on a more positive note, you've been performing.
I have been. That's mainly because I want to eat.
I've been performing too, and it's been hard to record.
Have you seen any good movies recently?
No. I did.
Blockbuster,
You know,
what's
actually,
up with that?
it's funny you say that. I saw Fantastic Beasts 2.
Sounds disgusting. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know
It's
what Fantastic Beasts 1 is.
See, I wasn't sure because I haven't seen the first one. I only see about it on Twitter, and I'm like 5 minutes away from adding it to my blocked words list. I don't like it's a Harry Potter thing, and I don't know if these characters were in like other Harry Potters because I didn't read or watch those movies.
Oh, thank you. I've never seen or read a Harry Potter, and I feel like by simply saying that, I will get kicked out of Great Britain.
Oh yeah, I read the first book in like 15% of the second one, and then I closed it, and that's it. I've never come back.
Did it not enchant you into a magical world?
No, believe it or not, it's not my only form of entertainment like it seems to be for some people.
I've never seen or read Harry Potter. I don't really get it. I don't really like all the goblins and wizards and all that shit. But I once went to my cousin's birthday party, and it was a 90s theme, and someone was dressed up as Harry Potter.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, technically it's 90s, isn't it? Is it?
I guess, yeah. It could be. It came out when I was really young, so that was a long time ago.
That was now we're talking 1890s. Anyway, so I, being the wholesome person that I can potentially be sometimes, went up to her and I said, "Hello, Harry, I am your father." And I think...
That is disgusting.
I was disgusted too, and I threw up very quickly after that. But I think it may have been the wrong reference. But we'll have to let you
absolutely know. My only takeaway from the movie was that the lead actor is incredibly good looking.
Ooh.
And that's all I saw. So, write that down and cash it at the bank.
I have trend alert, by the way. I've really been getting into talking like an absolute fucking asshole from Twitter.
What do you mean?
in general life, I will just like not really say much of the conversation, but just add in little like nuggets and just be like, "Oh, we been new." Because I see people say it and I don't understand what they mean a lot of the time, but I want to join in.
Yeah, I think I have to wait a little bit longer before I start ironically saying things, because inevitably they're going to end up just part of my actual vocabulary.
It's terrible. It's real terrible. I will find myself. In fact, actually, this might be a reason why I got fired. I was in a meeting, and it was a laid-back one. There was no clients in there, whatever. But someone said something that I agreed with, and something came over me, and I was just silent for ages, and I just went, "That's tea, actually." And then I realised that I was the youngest person in the room by 11 years. So
that's awesome.
Might have been a factor. We'll let you know.
It reminds me of a similar story. When I was working in the music store, which I work at again right now, this is gonna be really hard to explain.
Come around full circle for you.
Yeah, I know. It's been amazing. So there was like some customers, and they were talking to this guy about like guitars, and they're like, "I want to buy, this kind of guitar," and the guy that worked there was like, "Oh, what's your price range? Because I think you could probably get something similar but much better quality." And then like he kind of glanced at me like for like confirmation, and I swear to God, this is the best acting I've ever done in my life. I looked at him and the customers, waited like a good 3 seconds, and I looked him right in the eye and just said, "Most deaf." And I didn't fucking laugh. I didn't laugh. I didn't break. And then they just walked away and continued the rest of their day. And then I've been reliving that moment for years afterwards.
Isn't that a rapper?
I think maybe you're right. Jesus, how do we not know anything?
I don't know. I genuinely do not know.
Have you ever heard of the boy band LFO? They might have been bigger in the US.
New kids on the block, had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick.
Is that them?
When the girls go back for the summer, yes. I
do you know
girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch.
Jesus. Do you know that 2 of 3 of them are dead?
Oh no.
Isn't that fucking weird? Like, what are the odds of that?
How do you not know their most famous song, but you know trivia about their deaths? Actually,
because somebody told me.
Makes sense. Or someone just brought it up in natural conversation. Do you
Literally,
LFO?
literally, yes.
Oh, love that. Going back to talking like an absolute arsehole, I realised that is actually something I do on quite the regular. I used to make fun of people who sounded like frat boys for so long. And it wasn't until I looked at myself in the reflection of a bus the other day when I was walking out to go and get some chocolate milk.
Oh God.
I was wearing a hoodie that says LOL on it. That I don't know how I got. I definitely did not buy it, and it definitely is far too big for me. And I walked out with trainers that had holes in, and I kind of just sat there and I looked at myself, and in that moment I realised, oh God, I look like absolute shit, and my first reaction was tight, and I said that out loud. I said tight out loud.
It's so freaking cool, dude.
What is it?
What?
I realised that you're not gonna. Yeah, okay. I realised that I literally just went, "What is it?" out loud, and didn't actually back it up with anything. What is it? Holy frig, dude! Mother trucker, dude.
Oh,
like
that
butt cheek on a stick.
I mean, just from that sentence, his family goes to church, and that if he accidentally says like shit, his parents are gonna fucking ground him for like 17 years. He
also seems like the kind of boy who will pretend like he likes going out and being crazy with his mates by the schoolyard, but actually he loves nothing better than snuggling up and playing on his Nintendo dogs.
Me too.
Yeah, well, who doesn't, eh?
Did you have Nintendogs?
I didn't have Nintendogs. I did have brain training because my parents said that they would buy me a DS if it meant that it was for educational purposes.
That's so fucking depressing.
Well, because I told them I told them I really wanted one, and they were like, "But isn't it just like a video game and stuff?" And we were a very like unplugged household, and I was like, "Oh no, it's it's actually like a thing to like help you learn and stuff, and all the games, like even though they seem like racing games and stuff, it actually like, teaches you loads." And I didn't have anything to back this up, and I was like, they're gonna see through it anyway. But they ended up getting me one with brain training, so I played that for a while. And to be honest, if I continued playing that, maybe I wouldn't have got fired.
I've been thinking a lot about British slang, actually, not to be like a fucking America versus Britain challenge, but like British slang is actually terrible.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
It's like Neanderthalic.
Well, it's very backwards. It's not very forward thinking, and I think we get ourselves stuck in a rut with what we say and the language we use every day. And actually, I think that we sound like absolute pillocks a lot of the time. I mean, Exhibit A. Are there any that confuse you?
No, they don't confuse me. It's just that they're like so simple.
Yeah.
Like mash.
Why do you not have mash?
Well, we just say the whole thing, like mashed potatoes. Yeah. You guys are like, this is mash. It's mash now.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
There's a lot of them that are like that. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Well, we're very we're very descriptive because of it. So going from one potato example to another, a potato that you put in the oven, what do you call that?
A baked potato.
Yeah, we call that a jacket potato because when you open it up, it looks like it's wearing a jacket.
So that's cute and fun. And I'm down for more of those.
I think Theresa May's missing a trick. She should start branding us as the quirky, bubbly friend country. Theresa May's our Prime Minister, by the way. I don't know if you're aware.
I know.
Okay, great.
Nobody likes her, right?
Everybody hates her, but it's not frowned upon to ask people, hey, did you vote for Brexit in or out? Like, that's not like we tend to do that here. But what I realised, the difference between UK and American politics is you can't ask people if they voted for Donald Trump.
No, definitely not. I mean,
were you there when I asked when I asked the Uber driver? Wait, were you there?
I think so. I don't remember though.
I remember, so it was like a really long drive and we were really getting on with him and we were like chatting loads, and then I don't know how, but I started talking about politics and I just was like, excuse me, did you vote for Donald Trump? And he went so silent and didn't talk to us the whole time and didn't even say bye.
Well, he was talking to you a lot, and like he was being real weird, you know, classic fucking weird Uber guy talking way too much. It's like, we're gonna give you 5 stars if you don't talk. And I don't know how it got there, but I remember you asked him, and did Zach say you're not supposed to ask people? Oh no, he said it. He told you later. But I think
I spent most of the trip so confused as to why everyone went silent. I was so confused.
It also just depends on who you're talking to. Like, I feel like most younger people, like,
I'm just such a Gen Z.
Yeah, like they might answer you or be okay with you asking. It just depends, because I think if you ask some people and they did vote for Trump, they don't want to tell you because it's probably because they know like they're wrong.
People get very shocked when I am in America and I'll say something that I say on the regular. I'm just gonna go outside for a fag.
You and me both.
Well, I know. Well, the thing is, it doesn't help the fact that anytime we are out somewhere, it might most likely be a gay bar. So that doesn't help the situation. But yeah, I forget sometimes, because obviously we have that word here and it is used in that sense, but also we just forget about it when tobacco's involved.
That's really weird.
And I don't say I'm going out for a smoke, because I'm not like a businessman from the 1920s. So if in doubt of what we should talk about, some of the vines that I think are most underrated. The fact that this isn't an exclusively Vine podcast yet is just mind-boggling to me.
Like, it could be, but at what point are you describing a video that people could just watch?
Yeah, that's true. I think people... I say people, we have no people listening to this, but I think people enjoy our take and our analysis.
Yeah.
One of the ones I came across recently is one that I know I've definitely seen before, but I haven't laughed at before, and then when I saw it, I just couldn't stop laughing. Like, I couldn't. I had to pause the video, I went off for like 5 minutes, continued laughing. It's the one where it's like a news reporter and he says, "What's the best kind of firework to buy?" And he turns to this little boy, and the little boy says, "Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?"
It's so dumb.
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
There's one, and I don't know if you've seen it, but essentially it's a guy standing in the bathroom, shirtless, holding a glass, and he has jeans on, and like he's front, like...
Oh, it's not the boy that dances on the cups to Lana Del Rey.
No,
Okay.
no. Front-facing camera mirror shot, and he goes, "Shower time, Adderall, glass of whiskey, and diesel jeans." You remember that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like that one was a huge deal, like, at some point, because like, I think it was literally on Tosh.0, like, back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I feel like it's not in any compilations at all.
No, I rarely say it. To be honest, I did kind of forget about that one.
Same. So I started looking into it a little bit more, and at one point I like to drop comments around just saying like, "Hey, does anybody know who this username is of this person who did this Vine?"
Because you never know when it's going to come in handy.
Yeah, so I found out that his was named Shannon Andrews. That must be his name. And when you look up shower time, Adderall, whatever fucking the quote is, there's another Vine that he did. And it's so good. I think you'll love it. But you need to see it. But essentially, I think that it's one of the perfect ones where he doesn't really know what the fuck Vine is.
Yeah.
And so straight up, it's like, I swear to God, these Vines are 6 seconds. It's like 3.75 seconds of silence. And he's just staring at it, and he goes, what about you guys? You turning up tonight?" And that's the end of the Vine. And
I love the fact that he says turning up.
I know, but I don't know who he's talking to. Like, I don't get it. Is he replying to another Vine? Could you do that?
Hey, Jared, you're always going on about Vines. You're Vine crazy. What are you doing? So, I'm just going to start reading out some Vines, and if you don't finish them successfully, I will have to question what I'm doing. But also,
I'm not going to finish a lot of them, I'd imagine.
Not with that attitude. Hey, Jared.
Yeah.
Jones Barbecue.
And foot massage.
There we go. Boom. Straight off the bat. Haha, girl. Guess what they got?
Oh, fuck.
Yes. Well done.
La Fille Savieres or something like that?
What they got? La Fille Savieres. Do you want to go out to eat?
I don't know this one.
No, I don't really want to.
What?
That's not the end of it. I was like...
Oh.
I was still going for it. I was like, maybe you might get it.
No, I don't know.
That's just on its own. Do you want to go out to eat? No, I don't really want to.
You should make it.
Do you want to go out to eat? No, I don't really want to. You're right. Why would we go anywhere when we can have canned soup?
Oh, I know that one. I'm sorry.
It's
an
a
idiot.
good one. Do you know what? I'm going to say it.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
How would you break an elbow?
I don't know.
It has to
fucking hurt though. Whatever it is. Like, I understand it's a broken bone, but it has to hurt worse than normal broken bones.
Why were you watching it?
What?
Why were you watching it?
Is this a Vine?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know it.
Please don't tell Mom.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
Uh,
Just straight up gay porn a child
Yeah.
is watching.
but the fact, like, she not only did she tell Mum, she also uploaded it to the internet. Fucking savage. Tiny baby cloud.
God, I don't know this one either.
It's the one of the guy that's like clearly quite high and there's a tiny cloud in the sky and he just starts singing, tiny baby cloud, I believe in you. There's only one race, the human race.
Oh, God, I know this one, but I don't know how it ends. What is it?
What about NASCAR?
I don't actually know that one, I don't think. Or I blocked it out. What are the two?
It's the one from the girl that came out as trans. The same
Oh!
one that did,
I do that.
I do that. I love that one. Not to be racist.
But Asian people, and then some fucking air sound that happens.
I really want to know what she was gonna say. Oh god, I love it. Hey babe, happy 1 year.
I don't know it either.
I'm 27.
Oh shit, that's a good one. Cole Hirsch.
Who's in our bathroom?
Ellen, why don't I know any of these?
These are all my fucking favorites.
They're so vague in the beginning, I don't know what the rest of them are.
Who's in our bathroom? I hired a drunk girl to compliment us. Are you a model? Yes. I like that one because that is me in a club toilet when I'm very drunk.
That's awesome.
I will just go up to someone and be like, you are just so pretty, I can't wait for you to just go get them all.
Go get the... What are they, Pokemon trainers?
I recently started getting back into that, actually.
Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Sick, dude.
Lots of ones that I don't recognise, though. They kind of look like aliens.
Yeah, I can tell that your job search is going really good. Dude, oh my god, wait a second. So, I went and saw Tom Green the other night, and you know how there's always like a MC like that introduces like the people and they kind of do like a mini set to sort of get the crowd warmed up?
Yeah.
This guy did the fucking opposite. Like, it was like it would weirdly drift between like a lecture, just like, you know, make sure like you're clapping and stuff like that, and then he would tell a joke,
Oh, he's
and it would
physically telling people to clap?
not for him, but like for the other acts, like make sure like you're riled up, you know what I mean, for the fucking Tom Green and the other guy. But my point of telling you this is that he told a joke, and he's talking about how him and his wife wanted to adopt a dog, and
I hate this joke already.
yeah, so it's really bad. And at some point he asked the audience if they've seen a puggle, because he saw one for the first time and it was adorable, and everybody's like, yeah, I've seen one of those. And he said he told his wife that they couldn't get it, and she said, why? And are you ready for the punchline of this fucking joke?
I don't think I am.
He goes, what kind of dog can't do magic?
What?
Because it rhymes with Muggle from Harry Potter.
Oh, come on.
I know,
No,
but the
there's no
thing
way I'm
is,
going to be able to get that.
the thing is that the more I think about it, dogs like don't do magic. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Also, I don't give a shit if he wants to adopt a dog.
That's very true. It's a good point.
So what's your Vine of the week, Jared?
Okay, so for anyone who is listening to this, which is probably no one, there's this Vine that Ellen found once, and it took me a while to trace the origins of it, but do you remember the Vine titled Poultry Suicide? Bjork
yeah.
tells a chicken, or
No,
Bjork tells a
telling a
joke.
story.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be like a play on like why did the chicken cross the road jokes, but from Bjork's perspective.
Why did the chicken cross the volcano?
So it starts out like with a silhouette of like a creepy hand, and she says, "Why did the chicken cross the volcano?" And then it bursts into song, and she screams, "Poultry suicide."
I didn't understand that's what she was saying for ages though, and I didn't get it, and I just thought I sent it to you being like, this is so funny, without even realising the joke.
Yeah, like it took me, once I realized what she was saying, that's how I was able to find like the original find.
So
That's my Vine of the week.
Classic one. I absolutely love it. I really do love it, and I don't typically like ones with children in. But they're at a beach. The words "raven" have been drawn into the sand, and you just hear someone go, "Happy birthday, Raven!" And it just zooms up on this little child who, I don't know how old she is, fucking 10 or 14, I don't know. She's definitely not. She's definitely like 3.
She's like 5.
Yeah, I know.
Tops.
This like little 3-year-old girl is standing there with a swimming costume on and her little armbands, and she just stands there and goes, "I can't swim." And what I love about that is, on her birthday, they've decided to go to the beach. I feel like that wasn't just a random decision. I feel like she would have told them she wanted to go to the beach on her birthday. She got her armbands all ready. And she was going to go swimming in the sea. That's not even like, for like how old she is, she's not going to be able to survive the cruel mistress of the sea. No way.
Just getting obliterated by waves.
Yes. And like you can hear it in the background. It's actually quite choppy. So why did they decide if she wanted her birthday activity to be swimming, which by the way she can't even fucking do, but she doesn't want to tell anyone that. Why did she go to the beach and do that? I feel like that's the parents' problem. Also, I think it's also the parents' problem, because surely if you're a parent of a child who's that young, her telling you "I can't swim" is not brand new information. You would know that your child can't swim. Like, where did she fucking learn to swim where they just weren't there? If she can't swim, they are fully aware of her capability, of how she reacts in the water. So why would they go take her swimming on her birthday?
She did have those little arm floater things on.
Yeah, but they were aware, so she's just telling them information that they already are aware of.
They're like, "We don't care, we want to go to the fucking beach. You better learn, stupid."
The fucking extended version of that Vine is, "Happy birthday, Raven! I can't swim." That's tea.
How many seconds do TikToks have?
Oh, I think 10.
You should rip the whole Vine and then add that at the end and upload it.
So I went a bit crazy on TikTok the other day and just started making loads. But I would always have to duet with people.
I hate that.
I kind of love it though. What I don't
Well, I don't like the
love-
music, but...
No. What I don't like about duetting with people is that they get a notification. So I made loads one night thinking that like no one's gonna find this TikTok account, and then I went back on and like the people that did the Vines, and typically they were fuckboys because I was like trying to be funny and using but they just went and liked all my things and then tried to like message me. Yeah,
So good shit, good job. What's your
Good.
TikTok name?
it's actually my drag name, Daphne the 10-year-old. Which makes things even better. Yeah, I like it when the girls stop by in the summer. Do you remember when we met last summer? New Kids on the Block had a bunch of hits. Chinese food makes me sick, and I think it's fly when the girls stop by for the summer. I like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch, and I'll take it if I had one wish. And she's been gone since that summer. Hip hop mama, spick and span. Met you on the summer and it all began. You're the best girl that I ever did see. The great Larry Bird, Jersey 33. And then you take a sip and you buzz like a hornet. Billy Shakespeare wrote a whole bunch of sonnets. Call me when you miss me, 'cause I can't speak, baby. Something in your eyes really drove me crazy. Now I can't forget you, and it makes me mad. You left one day and you never came back. That doesn't even rhyme. Then back home, Macaulay Culkin wasn't home alone. What was that?
God.
So, yeah.
I think you just ended the episode.
Tight.
Good
Bye.
job. Bye.